Hello, everyone. Today I am going to show you a couple of the really cool features that you can have added to your Canvas just to make it a little bit more customized to you. So follow along and we will get right into it. So, first things first, go ahead and search in Google. You can do it up here, or you can do it in this middle part if you open a new tab, or you can go up here and you are just going to search Google Chrome Store. So once the Chrome Store pops up on your Chromebook, you are going to search a couple of extensions. Now, you won't have access to all of them because of your Gateway Gmail account, but you do have access to a couple that I think really help students. So one is going to be called Better Campus. It used to be called Better Canvas. So if you were familiar with that, it is the same thing. They've just given it a little bit of a facelift. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Chrome. And I will add the extension. And then once it normalizes itself and does a little freak out, you can see that Better Campus will open automatically. So you can click this experience new, and then you can change the theme. You can do color or dark or light or follow whatever your system does. So like at nighttime, if your settings are that it gets darker to help with some eye strain, then you can set it that way. And then you can like turn these on. So this, you can see, edits the sidebar over here and just makes it look a little bit cleaner. And then it also gives you access to your immediate courses on the side, which I kind of like. And then as far as the themes go, you can choose to use them. You can choose not to use them. It's totally up to you. It just kind of gives it a more fun look. So if you would like to get into the Christmas spirit, or maybe even have some Charlie Brown, Studio Ghibli, all that stuff is absolutely on here and you can use it as you please. So let's choose one that's not a terrible look. All right, I like that. And then what you'll do is you'll sign in with your Gateway Gmail account. For some reason, it makes you put your birthday in, which I think is a little strange. And then you're going to click that. If you saw where I clicked that little button that says sign in, you're going to go in with your Gateway Gmail. Once you see the success, it's going to sync over your assignments. I don't believe you have access to do this, but you go to Virtual Preparatory Academy. You're, I suppose, a high school student. You can click your graduation year and then just click other. And then next, you can make it less boring, stay on top of everything. They have some study tips and whatnot, but there are also some little social media blips that you can kind of see what everybody else is doing. So there is a to-do list. I think that this to-do list is super nice because you can track your tasks and then sync them with the Canvas calendar. So over here, your extra pages will pop up. So assignments, notes, grades, courses, calendar, inbox. These are all pages that do not come default on your Canvas. You can also add mini apps and you can have the extension menu, which is right up here. So if you will see, you do have to like click these outside weird things for a second to make it able to be accessed, because like if you click off of that, then you have to go like redo it all. But you can welcome to the new, hope you guys like it, more features soon. Okay, so there are student perks that you can sign up for. I know that I am still using my Spotify Hulu thing from college because they do give you 5 years. So I'm going to milk that one. And then for your course details, if you want to change any of the colors, you can go in, you can do that. You can even name it whatever you would like to name it. So if you don't love that it's called, mentoring and advisory, and you want to make it your teacher's name instead, you could say, this is Miss Beckman's class. And then changing that will update it in the system as well. So now over here, you can see that it says Miss Beckman's class. Obviously, you do not have to change anything if you don't want to. I'm going to keep mine as mentoring and advisory. And then the really cool part that I think that everybody should definitely look through is the to-do list tab. So I'm going to close out of that and I'm going to go over here to see my to-do list. So you can assign yourself tasks. So if you know that you haven't been to mentoring one time yet this week, you can put mentoring live session, and then the type is going to be other. The course that it's in is mentoring. The due date, I'm going to say, well, since I missed it this morning, I better show up at 9 a.m. tomorrow or whenever your mentoring is scheduled for. And then the planning for it, we'll give about 30 minutes. And then the link, if you wanted to copy the link to your mentoring class, you can go over here and open your link, come up to this screen, copy it, go back to your task menu and do it all over again because you forgot to get your link the first time. So if you would like to, you can just put in the URL. No results found. Okay. I don't know why that's not. Oh, because I put it here instead. So it's going to be attend a live with mentor. All right. And I'm going to put that it is due at 9 a.m. because that is when my mentoring class this year is. And I'm going to add that assignment for me. So I will see that it's over here, but then whenever I complete it tomorrow morning at 9:30, I can go over and check mark it off. It'll give me some confetti and show me all of the tasks that I have left. And you can look at the tasks that you've completed, the tasks that you're on right now, and then also any announcements that your teachers have posted. And then you can obviously resync, or you can't use this to sync to Google Calendar. We're working on that. Just hold your horses. So maybe by the time you are watching this video, you do have access to it. But as of right now, we do not. So you can enable the theme. You can turn it off pretty easily just by toggling this little on or off button. They have tons and tons and tons of themes on here. If you are into anime, if you're into pastels, LeBron James has an entire section for some reason. And then you can also create your own if you're just really in the mood to dive right in. And then over in this little side panel, one of my favorite things is that it allows you to customize these. So if you were to ever build any other widgets, like if you wanted to put in some music, a timer, an agenda, I recommend throwing in a timer just because then you have like basically a built-in Pomodoro timer. So you work for 25 minutes and then get a 5-minute break. So I challenge you to utilize some of these things, all right? Okay, so now for the second portion. In the same Chrome Store tab, you're going to search tasks for Canvas. And then once you're here, you can add this to Chrome as well. This is really kind of a dialed down version of the of Better Campus. So you'll navigate, submit your assignments, You can have your extension settings. So whether you are an instructor or a student, you can have that setting there. What view it's on. So for the day, for the week, for the month, I recommend doing week if you're a student. And then if you want it to hide the existing to-do list or show your courses that even don't have assignments, or divide the assignments by the due date. And then they also have a cool like little streak feature, which I like. And then from here, what you will do is that you will pin your tasks for Canvas up here up at the top. I'm going to go back to my Canvas dashboard. And once I'm here, I am going to click on the tasks for Canvas, navigate to Canvas and reload the page. You should see your updated sidebar. So we'll go to the settings, going to navigate to Canvas, refresh the page, and then you can see that I have Better Campus up here where I can add in my own tasks. And I also have the other extension that tasks for Canvas. So they are essentially, Better Campus does give you kind of the same thing, but if you didn't want all of the theming and all of that stuff, then no worries, you can just have the tasks. And from here, you can also give yourself a new task, tell yourself what class it's in, put the URL in there if you want to. And that is all for a couple of those little walkthroughs on extensions. If you have anything else, please, please, please tell your mentor teacher about it. We love to hear that students are finding new ways to, improve their own systems. So I appreciate you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.